Hello everyone, it's your host, your friend, your boy, Jetblack the one and only, here with another exciting live stream. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about June 4th, 2019. Today is June 5th, Wednesday, 2019. It is Friday, although we always do. That is my hometown. Today, the main thing that I did is hang out with Beth. Beth, as you guys know, is my girlfriend. We hung out at the UAH campus for a little bit. We studied with my friend Aiden, as you guys know, aka Winslow. That's his rap name. We studied in his lab. She's currently taking physics too, and your boy Aiden is all about physics. That's his major. So he's been helping Beth study, and Beth has been doing a lot better as she's been like working with your boy Aiden, which is awesome. So we did like a study thing for a little bit. Our mutual friend, a mutual friend of me and Aiden, Tiffany, showed up and hung out at the lab with us for a bit. I worked on a book that I've been writing, and Tiffany and I talked about like wildlife and helping by like donating money to like click to donate sites and stuff like that, which was really cool. Um, After that, Beth and I went to go hang out with her friend Liliana. I've had Liliana in a class before, but it was a thing where me and Liliana hadn't really met before. So it was pretty cool to actually like get to like hang out and like talk with Liliana. I thought it was like a fun experience indeed. Right now I'm getting the live dashboard set up. That way I'll be able to see what you guys are saying in the live chat on the screen. Because when I see it on the phone screen, it just kind of appears and then just disappears. I found a trick recently that helps me get to the live chat faster. Let's see. Then I'm gonna change it from top chat to live chat. So Cowboy said hi. Yo, Cowboy, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Then Tiger Chick 2000, which is Beth's YouTube channel, popped in. Beth said, "Surprise! You just got Rick rolled." This is Beth. I'm too lazy to go to bed. Yo, Beth, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Matt popped in. Matt, aka Yotaro, he said, "Stop being so late. Nobody can even be here." Yo, Matt, I'm not that late. I'm like 5 minutes later than normal. This is like normal time. Don't worry, the streams are going to happen earlier once I start working. Once I start working, I'm gonna start doing the vlogs at 8 p.m. instead of doing them at 12 a.m. So that may or may not help you, depending on what your preferred time would be for the schedule. Then your boy Matt said no, no, and no. Matt then said midnight/1 a.m. is late. Well, like I said, once I start working, I'm gonna start doing these streams at 8 p.m. Ryan said hi. Yo, Ryan, aka, well, I'm not gonna say Ryan, aka Jet Black, the one and only, but that is what you go by on YouTube, even though that's me. But anyways, good to see you, Ryan. How's it going? How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Cowboy said a potato flew around my room before you came in. A potato? Hmm. I know that your boy Kells is working on a custom Yu-Gi-Oh archetype called Fruit Fairies, and they're just fruit with wings. It sounds like you got a starch fairy. You got a potato with wings just chilling around in your room. But do you have like a potato gun? Like, why are there potatoes flying around your room? Sounds like a war zone. Then Beth said, "I literally thought Matt was being serious." Also, hey Ryan, this is Beth. Then Ryan said, "Hi Beth, should I watch Ruby season 6?" Then Matt said, "I'm apparently Jet Black the one and only, by your dad's logic." Dad's gotten better about that. He now knows who Ryan truly is. Then Matt said, "Probably not, but still do it." Then Ryan said, "I am everyone and everyone is me." Mm. He's combining his soul with the universe, the very fabric of reality. Let's see. We got to hang out with Liliana, which was really cool. Liliana is a friend of Beth, and I had a class with her back in the day. We had a really chill hangout where we hung out at the CU on like the upstairs patio area, and it was just nice. Then after that, me and Beth just hung out, kind of talked, walked around, and it was a fun time. I really enjoy hanging out with Beth as always. But that I think is pretty much that's my whole day. I came home. Dad's been working on his online game that he's been making as a hobby. He's just coding like an online game, and he's like, now you can have like weapons and different outfits and boots and capes and shirts and pants. And he's like, I just got to level 10. I can make like spawn points, and you can travel around like a world and go to different rooms and travel through like towers and shit. So Dad's game has become like just a huge venture, and I really like it. It's probably like one of the coolest hobbies that I think my dad has like picked up. So I'm really digging it. So Dad like told me a little bit about his game before he like went to bed. Then I texted with Beth for a bit, watched a True Underdog video about Mortal Kombat 11, and here we go. Now I'm doing the vlogs. Let's see where we at. Where we at? So Beth said, I haven't even watched Ruby Volume 6. I need to get on that. Then Ryan said, For I am all things. Then Cowboy posted a YouTube video. Yo, Cowboy, what was that link to? Like, what's that YouTube video you put in the chat? Matt said, 6 isn't even out yet. Oh, I don't even know what I was trying to say. Matt said, 6 isn't even out yet. Then Beth said, Ruby Volume 3 is the best volume. This is a factual statement. That is indeed true. Then Ryan said, same. I also haven't even watched Volume 6. Then Ryan said, 6 has been out for a while. Beth then also said, Volume 6 is out. Then Matt said, wait, I'm wrong? He said, got 5 and 6 confused. Then Beth said, check the Rooster Teeth site. Cowboy then said, things aren't on fire. Fire is on things. That's a way to look at it. Matt said, I've watched 6. It was bad. And then Matt said, Ruby has been bad since Volume 5. Debatable ass statement. I will say, Ruby was good in Volume 3. Whether or not it was good anywhere else, in my opinion. Let's see. Beth said, fire is on my sanity. And then Ryan said, fire is me. I am everywhere. Then Matt said, gee, I wonder why 3 is Jet's favorite volume. Terminant arc. Although Volume 3 is the best volume, it is. It is the best volume. Then Beth said, fire is on me if Jet is fire. I see where you did there. Right now I am drinking a grapefruit cocktail. It's not like an alcoholic thing or anything. Normally Dad just buys 100% grapefruit juice. I think he wasn't paying attention. This is like grapefruit juice, but I'm pretty sure they put sugar in it. It's like a little bit sweeter. I don't mind it. I actually kind of like it. I like normal grapefruit juice too. Like, it doesn't have to have sugar in it, but I can tell they definitely put sugar in this. Matt said also, Jet, don't talk when you haven't even watched Volume 5. I don't really want to. Mm. Do you think that I like Volume 5, Matt? Then Ryan said prune juice best juice. Prune juice isn't bad. It's just not my favorite. I really like white grape juice. That's probably like my favorite juice. Then Beth said he has watched Volume 5. I haven't. I've seen 1 through 4. And then and then Matt said he hasn't, question mark. I haven't. I've only seen volumes 1 through 4 of Ruby. And then Emot said, well, well, well. Yo, Emot, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Beth then said, I don't vibe with prune juice. Prune juice is a laxative. Oh, shit. Ryan just said what I said. Ryan said prune juice is like verbatim. Beth said, my bad, I forgot. Oh, no problem, Beth. It happens. Mm. This grapefruit juice is not bad, though. I'm really vibing with that. That's one thing. When I'm at my dad's, I drink like a ton of juice. I drink juice like all the time. Emot said, "Remember me? Yeah, I remember you. You were you were on here like yesterday. Like, I don't see how I'd forget." Then Matt said, "So, Ben 10. Okay, Matt, welcome. Looks like we're about to talk about that death battle. So, in case you guys don't know, on the Death Battle YouTube channel, they had a death battle that was Green Lantern versus Ben 10, and your boy Ben 10 lost to Green Lantern. Matt, what are your thoughts on the death battle? Do you feel like Green Lantern deserved that W, or do you feel like Ben was robbed of his true glory? Why or why not?" Hit me up, my boy. What's your reasoning on that? Cowboy said duel anyone, and then he sent a dueling Nexus link in the live chat. Ryan, are you about to throw those hands? Is Cowboy about to catch these hands right now? Ryan said, I once bought and single handedly drank an entire bottle of prune juice. I've like chugged down like a bottle of prune juice before myself. It's not bad. It really isn't. Um, it's just not like my favorite. Then Emot said, Yep. He said, Are you smarter than Einstein? Nope. Nope. Nah, I highly doubt that. Matt said it was rigged. He said, I have a feeling I know how you swing. Then Ryan said Green Lantern wins because color green greater than color green. Mm. I do think it's surprising that they dicked on Ben. Why do you feel like the fight was rigged, Matt? Like, why do you feel like the people at Death Battle would purposely choose for your boy Green Lantern to unrightfully win? Let's see. Then Cowboy said, How? How what? Then Matt said, They shouldn't have even fought. Now, I understand why they did Green Lantern versus Ben 10 because of the fact that they're both like humans who didn't have powers, who suddenly stumble upon an alien device that grants them special abilities, and they both end up working for like an intergalactic police force where they fight against like cosmic threats using this alien technology. You know, they are fairly similar characters, though at the same time, I would have preferred if it was Ben 10 versus Robbie Reed from Dial H for Hero, because at least Robbie Reed also has a dial based device that lets him turn into random superheroes, and then it would have been a matchup between their different transformations. That would have been cool. Ben versus Green Lantern, I just feel like is eh. You know what I mean? Let's see. Do. Let's see. Ryan said Einstein was a socialist. I don't know anything about that. Emont said, Do you think Einstein is a fake? How so? Like, what do you mean by that? Matt said Alien X is actually a god. I also feel like Alien X probably should have just given Green Lantern the dick. Then Ryan said a fake what? Then Matt said the rigged comment was a joke, but they were still wrong about the result. But Green Lantern and Ben 10 are fundamentally different characters, whereas other matchups are considerably closer. Speaking of matchups, Matt, I saw that they have Weiss versus somebody else. I forget who Weiss is fighting, but when I saw that it was Weiss versus the fencing chick from Persona as like the next death battle matchup. And when I saw that, I was like, I imagine Matt's like hype as fuck. Matt, are you hype as fuck? You like Ruby and you like Persona. So are you like, good ass fight? Like, what's your thoughts? I feel like you know a lot more about like those two characters than I do, and probably more than I care to know. But like, who do you think's gonna win that fight? Let's see. Beth said, "I'm asleep now. I will drink prune juice once. If you drink coffee once, ooh, sounds like you're never gonna try that prune juice because I'm just not a fan of coffee. Hope you have a wonderful night, Beth. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that you sleep well and that your dreams are more fantastic than your favorite fairy tales. See you later." Let's see. Emont said, "I'm saying that some history is made up." Like what? Like what history, Emont, do you feel like is made up? Then Ryan said, "Watch out for that laxative." Matt then said, with a Weiss and Mitsuru." And then Matt said, "I feel like Mitsuru will win. Not super hype." Do you feel like it's a one-sided or lopsided matchup? Like, do you feel like Mitsuru is like strictly better, where Weiss just really doesn't have a chance? Or do you think it's a fairly close fight? Ryan said, "I like iced coffee. Um, I like the taste of mocha, but I don't think I'd want a mocha coffee. Like I like candy that's like mocha flavored, and I like mocha flavored ice cream and like stuff like that." Let's see. Matt said I haven't played Persona 3, Mitsuru, and Weiss is sort of all over the place. Then Cowboy said, "Have you watched I imagine. Well, I don't know if you purposely are saying Dororo or if you're trying to say Durarara. I've seen at least the first season of Durarara, if that's what you mean. Um, what is Dororo? Then Matt said, "So I only have knowledge of Mitsuru." Oh, I see. Emot said, just saying that any history could be made up. But do you have like examples of history that you think is made up? Beth then said, good night, and did like the kissy face emoji. Good night, Beth. I'll text you in the morning. Matt said, personas equals stands equals really strong. Weiss has also never won a one-on-one encounter. Interesting. That seems like a hard shit on against Weiss. Kel said, I'm planning on getting Persona 5 the Royale. Oh, okay. What's Persona 5 the Royale? What's the difference between that and normal Persona 5? Also, Kels, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Cowboy said Dororo is an anime, but it's not Dororo. Then Matt said P5R is the same as P4G, so it makes sense to get it. What the fuck? What's what is the G in the P4G? Because I know the P4 is Persona 4. I'm just lost. You just used an acronym to talk about another acronym, and I was like, ah. Let's see. Emot said, I don't think it's made up. Just saying it could be. What? I don't know how to feel about that. Kel said, y'all know a 10 out of 10 show? Ugly Betty. Okay, sell me on that. Kels, why do you think Ugly Betty is a 10 out of 10 show? Where can I watch Ugly Betty if I was to watch it like on a streaming service or on like TV and like don't even tell me what it's about. Just why is it good? Where can I watch it? Ryan said Weiss beat that robot in the white trailer. Then Matt said that night wasn't even real. Plus the trailers aren't canon to the show. Then Matt said G equals golden. Persona 4 golden. The fuck? What was Persona 4? You still haven't answered what the Persona 5 Royale is. And you're like, it's the same as Persona 4 Golden. And I'm like, then I don't, if I don't know what that is, then tell me shit. Is it like Persona 5 with all the DLC? Or is it like Persona 5, like the director's cut? What is Persona 5 Royale? I have no idea what that means. Emot said, do you believe everything in the history books are true? I mean, do I believe everything in a history book is true? I feel like everything in a history book, for the most part, excuse me, depending on who wrote it, is based off of like some form of historical evidence. I don't think it's 100% accurate, and I feel like depending on who wrote it, maybe there's like biases and shit like that. It really depends on the history book, and it depends on like the sources being cited and the information from those sources. You know what I mean? Then Matt said Golden and Royale are expanded versions of the base game. So what's the addition? Like what expanded in what way? Like just more content, more levels, more like character stuff? Like what's going on? Kel said, from what I know, Persona 5 Royal is like Persona 5 What If. But I think it's more similar to Persona 4 The Golden, which is basically an advanced version of the original. But I understand when you guys are saying expanded, it means like more. But more in what way? Like what's being added? What is the new content that makes it worth buying? Then Matt said, no DLC. It isn't a what if. It's strictly more content. Then Kel said, oh, okay. Emot said, there's a myth that Ab Lincoln, Ab Lincoln been to the gym. Is that the myth? Matt said, of course, the additional content might change story flow. And then Emot said, was a black man. Then Ryan said, there are photographs of Abe. There are photographs of Abe, though. I mean, if there are pictures of Abraham Lincoln, then shouldn't we just be able to tell if he was black? Can we just look at him? Can we just be like, oh, he's probably not? Then Matt said, Royal and Golden add more days, holidays. Royal adds a party member and a dungeon or two. Golden also got scooters. Oh, so you got like a way to like move around the world faster, I guess. Juice be like. Then Emot said, Ryan, there are paintings, not pictures. Of Abraham Lincoln? Then Matt said it allowed for visiting areas specifically through the scooters. So there are areas that you couldn't get to if you didn't have a scooter? Is it because they were too far away to walk to? Ryan said they had photography by the presidency of Lincoln. Then Matt said they just didn't exist in base Persona 4, like those areas or scooters, or both. It could technically also just be both. Then Emot said, "Does the monster live in your beard? Does the who is the monster?" Then Matt said both. Okay, I mean that makes sense. Then Kel said, "Ugly Betty is about an ugly girl who gets a job at a magazine company. It'll make you want to stab some characters in the eyes from their actions, but seeing how Betty and other characters overcome them will make you want to nut, but in a safe for work way." That should be on the front of the box. Make you want to nut, but in a safe for work way. Direct quote from Kel's 2019. Put that on the cover of Ugly Betty. That should be in like every commercial. But that's an interesting selling point. An ugly girl who gets a job at a magazine company. I don't know whether or not I would really enjoy that, but I'm glad that you like are really vibing with it, and that it makes you nut in a safe for work way. When you want to nut in that board meeting. Let's see. Then Matt said, "Point is, Alien X is a god. Case closed." I did think it was weird for Green Lantern to dunk on Benton. Just didn't make sense. Let's see. Then Ryan said, "Does that make Ugly Betty pornography? Considering that'll make you nut." I mean, does something have to be porn to make you nut? I feel like that's the essence of that question. Emot said, "Why is this image so static? And why can't I just change the channel?" And then he said, "This blunt reality is often more than I can handle." Oh, it's a rap line. And then he said, "I'm blindsided by weaknesses. Try to counter with a gamble. Quite the battle, but it's pointless with a mind that's dismantled. Why is this image so static? And why can't I just change the channel? This blunt reality is often more than I can handle. I'm blindsided by a weakness. Try to counter with a gamble. Quite the battle, but it's pointless with a mind that's dismantled." So, is it just another one about smoking weed? Just seems like another rap about smoking weed, Iman. Kel said, "If you want a nut, but you're having a family dinner, just watch Ugly Betty." Matt said, "Ben can also know when people are time traveling and just chase them." True. Green Lantern trying to run away through time shouldn't even matter. Alien X should probably just be able to erase Green Lantern regardless of like where he went, like in time. You know what I mean? Mm. Let's see. Bleh. Cowboy said One Punch Man is a god. I still feel like Alien X could beat One Punch Man. Ryan said One Punch Man is not a god, just a bald man. And then Cowboy said, "Who is OP? Who is overpowered? Alien X. Your boy Ben Tennyson being able to turn into pretty much a god." Then Emont said, "No, it's about going through reality as a child." Why is this image so static, and why can't I just change the channel? Static can refer to like unchanging, so I like the concept of it being like it's a redundant thing to be like it's so static, can't change it. But in a good way. It like complements to the overall message. Uh, This blunt reality is often more than I can handle. Keep in mind the other night, I thought that you had like some really deep shit potentially, and then you were like, it's just about weed. So as soon as you said, this blunt reality is often more than I can handle, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So based on what you said yesterday, this is just about weed. Let's say. So then you're like, I'm blindsided by weakness, try to counter with a gamble. Quite the battle, but it's pointless. With a mind that's dismantled. How is that about struggling through life as a kid? It sounds like someone who's like, no matter what, it seems like I can't change anything about my life, and it seems like I can't really handle like the struggle. Um, I have like weaknesses that are like holding me back, and it seems like everything I do in my life is a gamble, and it seems that like my mind is all over the place. It sounds like someone who's struggling with life as a crazy person, like someone who has like mental issues that are keeping them from being able to deal with life. That's what I see from it. What about it indicates that the person is like a child? You know what I mean? Like, is their age their weakness? I don't understand. Let's see. Do 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 do. So Matt said he tried to, but his will kept him alive. Green Lantern can do interesting willpower bullshit. So maybe Green Lantern could do that. If you legitimately just tried to beat Green Lantern and he just goes like my ring lets me do anything if I have strong enough willpower. Oh cool. I like outwilled you trying to erase me. Maybe he can do that. That better be a feat. Somebody better show me like a scan of a comic book panel. Yeah, I gotta like unless I see that, I'm still incredibly skeptical of that. Let's see. Kel said Alien X beat Saitama. Agreed. Matt said, but Alien X should have instantly erased Hal and not given him that opportunity. Understandable. Agreed. He could have even like paused time and like erased Hal. Cowboy said, Dark Side beats Alien X. I don't know if that's true. I really don't. Matt said Alien X honestly beats most people. Yeah. Then Kel said, Matt, did you watch Kuro the Artist's video on the death battle? Oh, he did a response. It's probably pretty okay. Then Matt said Darkseid probably doesn't beat Alien X. Can people please spell Darkseid's name right? The Google exists. Then Matt said yes, it was well informed. Excuse me. Oh, cool. You actually jumped into it more than I did because I didn't try to look up Kuro the Artist's response. Then Cowboy said he beat Thanos. So? Nigga, what? In Death Battle, Darkseid beat Thanos. But Alien X probably dunks on Thanos anyways. As well. And Darkseid. I just really don't know what Darkseid would do to stop Alien X. Ryan said, all if Alien X can make a decision. Ben, near the end of Benton Omniverse, just is able to freely control Alien X. He can just use Alien. He doesn't have to like talk to Alien X to do shit. He can just turn into him and just do stuff. This was established in the episode Universe versus Tennyson of Benton Omniverse. Ben can just turn to Alien X and just do whatever the fuck he wants. So it doesn't matter. Yes, he can make a decision. Matt said, just for Jet's context, Kuro. I know who Kuro the artist is. He's the guy who does the fan fiction stuff for like Benton and Danny Phantom, and he's the guy who like was doing videos that was like Ben could beat Goku, and then fucking who's the nigga I don't like, not like Chuck the Cyber Cuck, but his friend. Seth the programmer. Seth the programmer was like, "Oh, Kuro's like full of shit," and then he did it, and then they had like a chain of like reactions to each other's content, and then eventually they did a collab, and then Seth the programmer was like, "Oh, I eat my words, like the dick I suck, because it turns out I was wrong about Ben 10. I guess I should have just watched the show. Oh shit, yeah, I know who Kuro is." But Matt said Kuro is the same person who did the alien tier list for Ben 10 and is the main Ben 10 person on YouTube. Depends on the type of Ben 10 content you're looking for. Kel said, imagine Ultimate Alien X. The way that Ultimate Alien explains how the Ultimatrix works, they put the alien DNA into a weird simulation that's supposed to be the equivalent of like millions and millions of years of evolution to where they hit like a greater state. And it's like a weird simulation that like puts them in conflict and forces them to like keep evolving. I don't know what conflict you could force Alien X into in a simulation that would make it somehow better than what it already is. Maybe, but I just don't know. And I'm not entirely sure what it would do. Matt said, but the Alien X in Death Battle seems relatively capable of making decisions. Agreed. Ryan said, imagine Alien X, but also Shock Rock. Omni Enhanced Alien X is better. Holy shit. Every Alien plus Shock Rock seems to just be better. At least that's what the Ben 10 reboot has taught me. Accelerate in his normal state can go like 500 miles per hour or some shit like that. Omni Enhanced Accelerate can like is near light speed. He goes from going 500 miles per hour to near the speed of light, and all it is combining Accelerate with Shock Rock. Fuck yeah. Uh, Omni Enhanced Alien X is probably even more godly. Just saying. Let's see. Emot said static slash unclear, blunt reality slash cruel world, blindsided by weakness, inevitable demons, dismantled mind, lost, not found, broken. I still think your rap connects more to someone who's struggling with mental illness than it does with it's a child. Then Matt said he did like three. So Kuro the artist did like three different videos in response to the death battle. Then Cowboy said Thanos snap Alien X away. Alien X has survived the entire universe being destroyed, and he didn't do anything. He just stood there and didn't die. I don't give a fuck about a Thanos snap. Like, there's a thing in the Ben 10 universe called an Annihilarg. It's a button. And if you hit the button and there's nothing there, it's the Big Bang. And it, like, makes a universe. If you hit the button and there's a universe already there, it erases everything in the universe. It's like a clear button. Alien X stands there as the Annihilarg is pressed and he just doesn't go away, but the rest of reality goes away. So, yeah, Alien X doesn't give a fuck about a Thanos snap. Kel said, I feel even if Hal had will hacks, Alien X can outlast him or overpower him. Most likely the latter. Then Pure Beauty said, hey, yo, Pure, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Kels, I agree. I feel like Alien X would definitely like just beat that ass. Green Lantern has fought much weaker people than Alien X and like taken some hands. I don't think Alien X um, would lose to Green Lantern. And if he ever would lose to Green Lantern, it's like low odds. Because some people will be like, this person wins so many times out of 10. Green Lantern probably could take the W a few times out of 10. I'm not saying he would like never win, but more likely than not, Alien X takes the W the majority of the time. I couldn't imagine someone saying Green Lantern just wins every time without like some good scans, like some solid evidence and some shit. Let's see. Matt said Ben has enough tools throughout his series to do dumb stuff. Facts. Cowboy said Darkseid is not even there. Not even where? What are we talking about? Kel said ultimate Omni enhanced Alien X. Uh, sounds pretty good. Sounds like probably one of the strongest Alien X things. Ben 10,000 has the bi Omnitrix system, and with it, he wears two Omnitrixes that he slams together to turn into combinations of two aliens. What if he had a bi Ultimatrix system that had Omni enhanced Alien X and he turns into Omni enhanced Alien X? Oh no, Ultimate Omni enhanced Alien X combined with itself, does he get like double the power of if he just was Ultimate Omni Enhanced Alien X? Or does he only get the normal amount of power? And what happens when Ben uses the Bi Omnitrix and has the same alien selected normally? Like if he's 4 arms and he slaps that bitch together, does he turn into like 8 arms? Like how does that work? Let's see. Matt said Ultimate Aliens, the Sword of Avalon, might be the wrong name. Merging Aliens, he's silly. The sword he got at the end of Ultimate Alien is really silly. I think when he got that sword, they were like, you could, with a thought, get rid of like all evil in the universe or something. Like that sword was really powerful. Matt said Ben can also just use magic. Yeah, Ben 10,000 is like, I've learned like a few spells. Excuse me, being around my cousin. I do think it's weird that they didn't use Ben 10,000. It's like the best version. Ryan said Ben can use the color yellow. Well, that's just not a weakness anymore for Green Lantern. Emont said, well, I guess that gives more to relate to. Then Kel said, Ben does have the magic gene active, so he can't use magic. What? You said he does have the gene, and then he goes further to say can't use magic. Matt said he can use magic through his DNA and has done so. Ben 10,000 has indeed casted a magic spell before. That's actually canon. Emot said, by the way, Vegeta will body GLAX What? I just don't know what you're saying. Um, oh, Green Lantern, Alien X, Ben 10. Vegeta? That's just not true. Um, Vegeta's really strong. I'd say he probably bodies Green Lantern. Vegeta probably could get Green Lantern. I don't think Vegeta could beat Alien X. I don't see that happening. Vegeta could potentially speed blitz Ben 10. Like if Ben hasn't transformed yet, maybe. I don't know. But the Omnitrix has a failsafe. The failsafe might go off and just dick Vegeta. I don't know. But I think he probably beats Green Lantern. I don't know about beating any of those other niggas you listed. Cowboy said Darkseid is not even in the same universe. We're already talking about like crossover fights. It doesn't matter in regards to us making them fight. Ben could probably enter Darkseid's universe. I know how he'd do it. All Ben would need is like a Darkseid video game. No, 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 no. Ben could pull Darkseid into his world. All Ben would need is like a Justice League cartoon that has Darkseid in it. Turn into Shock Rock, zap the TV, or fill the TV with like enough of his like omni enhanced energy, and Darkseid could just use the TV like a portal and come into like Ben's world, and then Ben could fight him. Because Ben's already charged an arcade machine before with Shock Rock energy, and it let a character from a game come into like the real world. So I think he could just do the same thing to Darkseid and just bring Darkseid into the real world. And they could fight. That works with like the canon that's already been presented to us. Ryan said, but if they're using older version of Ben, then why not use older Green Lantern who is weak to yellow? Why don't his weaknesses carry over? Ben just turns into Cannonbolt. He wraps himself into his shell. It's yellow on the outside, just beats the shit out of Green Lantern. Good him. Let's see. And then Kel said, I meant doesn't. Then Matt said, because they didn't do all the research for Ben, probably. Mm. Then Ryan said, Ben 10 is greater than Goku, who's greater than Vegeta. Now, whether or not Goku is greater than Vegeta, I think is debatable. Only because Vegeta, at the end of the Dragon Ball Super anime, has evolved Super Saiyan Blue. An evolved Super Saiyan Blue may be actually equal to Goku's Kaioken Blue. So if Goku's Kaioken Blue and Vegeta's Blue Evolution are like equal, then I imagine Goku and Vegeta are probably pretty on par. But then you got to take into account the Broly movie. Even in the Broly movie, they seem pretty even. I don't know. I don't know. Goku and Vegeta might be currently in a position where they're fairly even, I would say. Linkel said Alien X slaps Vegeta because of hacks. That's pretty facts. Uh, Matt said, or more specifically, looked past the feats Ben has. I mean, I feel like they know of the feats, but I feel like at the same time they're just like, no, Green Lantern, do you do do? Ryan said, so Ben can just skidoo, like in Blue's Clues, to meet Dark Side. That's an interesting reference. Matt said Vegeta probably can't beat Green Lantern. So you think Vegeta can't beat Green Lantern? Vegeta has thrown hands with Jiren before, and Jiren is stronger than time. Green Lantern has a ring. Hmm. I don't know. I feel like that's kind of debatable. Kel said, is Shock Rock like sixth dimension? Shock Rock is kind of hacks, not gonna lie. I feel like the Ben 10 creators let Shock Rock do a little too much, which is kind of why I like him. Emont said, Vegeta has blown up planets with a simple beam of energy at his weakest times. He's a saint now. Their best hope is supreme strategy. The fuck are you talking about? Okay, Alien X can think and things happen. Just whatever he thinks. Game. The fuck? It doesn't matter that Vegeta can blow up a planet with like a single energy blast. Alien X can survive the destruction of the known universe. The whole universe is destroyed, but he stays. He isn't destroyed. Game. I don't care. Now, I'm not saying that Vegeta isn't strong enough to probably destroy a universe. Sure, whatever. I don't. If Vegeta scales to universe level destruction and Alien X can survive universe level destruction, Alien X could still just fucking erase Vegeta. Like, it wouldn't matter. Alien X doesn't even flinch when the universe is destroyed. I, I don't know what to tell you. I don't. I don't know what you're expecting. Let's see. Um, Ryan said Goku is like, so I have a new form. How about I Kaioken it? Yeah. Um, Goku no longer has Ultra Instinct. So it's not a thing where it's like, Goku just sticks on Vegeta because he got Ultra Instinct. Without Ultra Instinct, I think Goku and Vegeta feel pretty even right now. Excuse me. Let's see. Matt said, remember that fusion requires close to equivalent power levels. That fusion. Oh, you being able to do the fusion dance. You right? Yeah, yeah. Matt's here with the real Dragon Ball facts. That is true. For them to have done the fusion dance to become Gogeta, Vegeta and Goku would have to be fairly even. So Matt's helping support my argument. Ooh. And then Kel said Blue Evolution equals Blue Kaioken less than Ultra Instinct. Facts. Emont said Goku's got the lead for now. Vegeta's just right behind though. Does Goku have the lead? I think they're fairly equal right now. I don't think Goku has a lead. Matt said Vegeta has also lost to Jiren. So is Goku. The fuck? In the manga, Goku and Vegeta get the best of Jiren mainly when they're fighting together. like in their base form. It's like their simultaneous attacks are so good. They can do really good combos together. They beat the shit. It's crazy. It's like fusing, but not really. They're just very coordinated. Oh man, you know what I mean? Kel said, "Ooh, how far off am I?" Kel said, "Emot, Vegeta is a strong boy, but Alien X can like turn him into a rock or something." Um, Turning Dragon Ball characters into things doesn't seem to necessarily make them weaker, which is interesting. For example, Vegito was turned into like a piece of candy by Majin Buu, uh, and he could still fight Buu. He could still like whoop Boo's ass as a piece of candy. It's fucking crazy. So Alien X, if for whatever reason he turned Vegeta into a rock instead of just erasing Vegeta, Vegeta may be able to just be a rock. I don't know. I don't know if that'll work. But he might be able to fly around and still fight. Alien X still could just erase that rock from existence, though, and that would pretty much be game. Emot said, "You're right. Ion know who Alien X is." And then Emot said, "Oh no, Vegeta couldn't destroy a universe. That's impossible." Well then, Vegeta doesn't stand a chance. Ryan said Alien X can turn him into a pink shirt and then wear it. Vegeta might resist being a pink shirt, try and move around. Then Kel said it's not a strength thing. Alien X just has weird, crazy powers. And it's true, Alien X just does have better powers than Vegeta. Amat said, Kel's damn. Then Cowboy said, what about Zeno? So Zeno is a universe buster. That's his best feat, is that Zeno was able to erase a universe. But Alien X can survive universe busting feats. So so like what? I don't think Zeno would beat Alien X. Yeah, like if the best achievement Zeno has ever done is erase a whole universe. Well, Zeno like erased a timeline, didn't he? Did he erase a universe or a timeline? Damn. The semantics matter, I guess? Because I don't know if Alien X has ever survived a timeline being erased, but a universe. I don't know. I'm not sure if they specify. If Zeno only destroyed a universe, I think Alien X would be fine. If Zeno is like, that timeline doesn't exist, I'm like, ooh, I don't know. Because that's a really different thing to do. Kel said, I think Vegeta's universal. Then Emot said, Zach, shut it. Matt said, wait, Piccolo and Goku did it too, though. Oh, the fusion? Wait, damn. Matt's like, we're all fucked up. Did Piccolo and Goku actually fuse in the Broly movie? Got me Googling shit. I just typed in Piccolo Goku fusion Broly movie. Because I know they practiced the dance, but did they do it? Did they like actually fuse together? Or did they just do the pose? Because I don't think they fused. Matt, stop fucking me up. Matt said, or was that just a demonstration without actually doing it? I don't remember. I think it was just a demonstration. I don't think Piccolo and Goku actually fused together. You had me Googling, though. I was thinking about it. Let's see. Kel said, I think Goku has a lead, but it's only because of UI. But they might as well be equal. Well, Goku no longer has Ultra Instinct. Therefore, I don't think they're equal. I mean, fuck. Goku no longer has Ultra Instinct. Therefore, I think Goku and Vegeta are of equal power. Because Goku had a leg up with UI. He no longer has UI. So I think they're like pretty even at this point. Let's see. Matt said, we don't know if Goku can never reach UI. It seemed like he was trying during Broly. In the manga, which takes place after Broly, they've mentioned that like UI they feel is an unreliable form. I don't think UI is something that they're gonna try to tap into again. They've pretty much just straight up said like UI is kind of shitty. I don't think that's something that they want. Then Matt said he could just unlock it again. I doubt it. Emot said hands down Zeno would kill all of them. Ah, and he said Zeno would erase Alien X himself. I don't think that's necessarily true. Now, what's interesting is I don't think we've seen Zeno, or he does erase universes and everybody in them. Is Zeno's universal erase stronger than like a Hakai? I think is an interesting question because I think they operate in different ways. Because a Hakai, the whole point of that is that you like erase a nigga from existence with like a move. You go like, that's just it. Like, niggas are just gone. Zeno also can erase universes from existence. I imagine since Alien X has survived the entire universe being erased, that Zeno trying to erase Alien X probably wouldn't work. I just don't think that would happen. I just don't think he could like goot him. Matt said Alien X just can take it. Yeah, seems like it. Emot said Zeno couldn't simply erase anything. It seems like Zeno specifically could like erase universes. He could crash planets into each other, but it didn't seem like Zeno had like a Hakai ability. It didn't seem like he could go up to anybody and just be like, "Bitch, be gone." You know what I mean? He just it was like your whole universe or like nothing. And Cowboy said, "What about the Death Note?" The Death Note. Somebody's gonna write Alien X's name down in a book. The Death Note should work. Out of everything that you've said, I think if you wrote down Benjamin Kirby Tennyson in the Death Note, it should kill him. I don't think Ben has an inherent defense against the Death Note. I think that probably just kills him. Emot said could. Ryan said Alien X could just undo his death. What? How does that work? Kel said Zeno erased the timeline. The whole timeline? So on Quora, it said, how did Trunks return to his timeline if Zeno destroyed it? Hmm. Hmm. Dragon Ball fandom, future Zeno. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. Google had ass. Let's see. In future Trunks' timeline, an entity is above all living beings in the universe. One of the three survivors of his timeline. A godly entity left from his time lives in the main timeline. It says timeline a lot. First appearance decided to wipe out the whole world of future Trunks' timeline. Does he wipe out the whole timeline? He also proceeded to wipe out the entire timeline. That's what they say on the thingy. Fuck. Let's get some manga chapters in this bitch. What's this nigga's first appearance in the manga? The Decisive Battle Farewell Trunks. So the Decisive Battle Farewell Trunks, chapter 27. No, 26. So then I go to Kiss Manga. We're about to see this shit. Let's see. Matt said not in the Broly movie, in the Majin Buu arc, when showing it to the kids. Does he? Or do they just demonstrate it? I think he just demonstrates it. I don't think he actually fuses with Piccolo. Also, how far off are we? Nani said, wow. He said, I thought Nick got murked. Yo, welcome to the stream, Nani. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Also, Nani, you missed it. My girlfriend actually, like, popped into the stream, like, in the live chat earlier. Kel said, Ultimate Alien X can fight Zeno, but normal Alien X, I'm not sure. And then Kel said they didn't fuse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they didn't fuse. Um, I I think normal Alien X could beat Zeno. Zeno to me isn't even a fighter. You know what I mean? Excuse me. He can erase like universes and shit. Um, the concept of him erasing timelines is really weird. But I'm about to verify because it should be in Dragon Ball Super, chapter number 26, which I can just pull up on my computer. Pretty sure I read chapter number 48 of Dragon Ball Super, but it says I haven't read it yet. But I'm pretty sure I did read it. Let's see. Uh, then Emot said Zeno is the god. He's the greatest. And then Ryan said merged by who? Nani said I watched the Alien X versus Lantern. That was dumb. I didn't know Ben 10 can be that strong. And Green Lantern also. I didn't know he can rewind time. I don't know if Green Lantern has used his powers to go back in time before. That's a question that I've always had about Green Lantern and like whether or not he could like make a time machine. I need to look up like a respect thread for Green Lantern to just see if that's something he's done before. Um, so what does Zeno say specifically? Zeno said, "Better off without a world like this." And then they like dip in the time machine, and Zeno goes, "Be gone," and like all the shits getting erased, and it's just white. Like it leaves just like a white void. I don't know how I feel about the white void that's like left over or whatever. Does the anime straight up say it's a timeline? Okay. And then one of the Kais says, so we ended up losing the future that Trunks was from. Yes, the king of all erased it all along with Zamasu. Okay, I mean erased it all. I still don't know if that just means the universe or the timeline. Could kind of mean either one. Dunk, 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 dunk. Let's see, where the fuck are we at? Then Emot said, like Zeno is everything, bro. I mean, not really. Nani said, I thought Ben could have won. That he looked OP. Ben should have won, in my opinion. Kel said, well, Emot, Zeno isn't omniscient. Neither is Alien X, but still. Zeno doesn't know everything. Zuno, on the other hand, also a Dragon Ball Super character, does know everything. Then Emot said, Nika nah, bro. Zeno could erase anything slash destroy. And then he said Zeno is omniscient. Bullshit. It's evidence that he is not omniscient. We know that. Zeno was unable to perceive fighting that was like beyond a certain speed. He couldn't see it. He can't see people go that fast without like God iPads. He's not omniscient. Nani said, what if Zeno is a lesbian? Then he might be stronger. Kel said the Death Note only works on humans, so all he has to do is transform. Interesting. Is that like really one of the rules of the Death Note? Emot said he's known as the Omni King, dude, but he's not omniscient though. Ryan said with the Death Note, could you can write in how they die, so one can write in that Alien X agrees to erase himself? That's interesting. Nani said, now I see why you like Benton. He's pretty cool. Benton's cool as fuck. Benton Omniverse was an incredible show. Kel said if there are different Zeno in other timelines, he's not omniscient. What? I don't see why the existence of Zenos in other timelines makes Zeno not omniscient. Omniscient, unless I am not understanding what you mean, just means you know everything. I don't I don't think just because there are multiple versions of you doesn't, yeah, omniscient only means you know everything. Can't you just know everything and exist in multiple timelines? Like those aren't mutually exclusive. Emot said Kells. Zeno is literally called the Omni King, bro. That's just a name. That's just a stop saying that like it means anything. Then Nani said, "Really? Where's your GF?" Beth's username is Tiger something 2000. It's near the top because she popped in really early. You caught me slipping. I can't remember her fucking name. It starts with Tiger and it ends with 2000. Is it Tiger Girl 2000? It's something along those lines. Emot said he once erased 8 universes at once. 8. Are you sure you didn't erase 4 at the same time? My boy. Dragon Ball Super Multiverse. Because I remember they were like, there used to be more universes, but then like some of them got erased. Also, do we know that he erased them at the same time? Let's see. Trying to remember where the fuck it says it. But I know they were like, originally, there were like so many universes. Formerly, there were 18 universes in total, but Zeno erased 6 of them when he was angry. So Zeno erased 6, not 8. Also, we don't necessarily know that he did it all at once, I don't think. Do you have like a source? Then Nani said, please, Nick Ree. Also, Beth is interested in doing a Meet Beth live stream this Saturday. So that may indeed happen because we do have a date planned for this Saturday. Then Ryan said, hi, Jet. Then Emot said, no one can harm Zeno. He's a god. Like, literally. Stop. Being a god doesn't even matter that much in, like, Dragon Ball Super. There's, like, a god of destruction and, like, a supreme Kai in, like, every universe. And now Goku can transform into a god. And Vegeta can transform into a god. And technically, if they do the Saiyan ritual, they can make anybody turn into a fucking god who's, like, a Saiyan. So, does that even matter? I don't I don't even like saying that they're a god. Alien X is actually the closest one to a god compared to like all of them. Like Beerus can use Hakai energy and he can like erase people from existence. Alien X can do anything by thinking. That's I think that's the closest actually. Nani said I bet Ryan didn't say bye. He's still here. Ryan said but I didn't leave. Kel said, well Emot, my name's that one guy Kells. Doesn't mean I'm the only guy with the name Kells in existence. Then Cowboy said, what about Beerus? Beerus would probably take that dick to Alien X. Then Nani said, Beerus is she. He said, Goku can deflate him. I don't necessarily agree with that, Nani. Goku doesn't have UI. That's heavily debated. Then Cowboy said, how? Emot said, not gonna type your whole name, dude. Then Ryan said, because he is cat. Okay, where are we at? Kel said, titles don't equal facts. Then Ryan said, use a ball of string. Nani said, take Beerus back to Sanfran. Cowboy said, and he can bit Goku. I I do think Beerus probably goots the fuck out of Goku. Nice Hakai will probably kill Goku. Nani said, Zuno is a Dragon Ball Z character. Is it that goat thing? No, you're thinking of Moro. Zuno is the Dragon Ball character who knows everything, and they visit him to learn about the Super Dragon Balls. Zamasu also visits Zuno to learn about the Super Dragon Balls because Zuno knows everything. Not to be confused with Zeno, who can erase universes. If they were to fuse, I think that'd make an interesting character. Zuno and Zeno. Zuino? Zeuno? Something like that. Their fusion. I'm trying to figure out how it'd be. Their names are so similar. Kel said, Jet, he said, the future is gone. Sounds like a timeline to me. I mean, it does seem like he erased a timeline. I guess it depends on. I don't have anything that can confirm that Alien X could survive a timeline being destroyed. All we know is that he could survive a universe being destroyed. So Zeno might be able to goot him. Uh, a matter of fact, nope. We straight up have evidence that Alien X can be killed by a timeline destroying thing because uh, atomics or atomic X or whatever, which is the combination of Alien X and atomics, two of Ben's most powerful aliens, though that's kind of debatable. Anyways, they died to a Chrono Sapien time bomb that erased a timeline. So we know that Alien X can get wiped away if it's something strong enough to erase a timeline. So Zeno can erase timelines. Alien X takes that dick if a timeline's erased. Therefore, Zeno dicks Alien X. I do think Zeno beats Alien X if he just immediately erases the timeline he's in. If he doesn't do that, Alien X could probably just goot Zeno first, and that'd be game. Emot said Zeno is childish. If he wanted, he could see any speed. Bullshit. Unless there's no evidence to support that. That like he could just do it if he wanted to, but he doesn't because no, he just can't. They give him like a god iPad for a reason. If it's a thing where if he wanted to, he could just do it, then he'd just fucking do it. They wouldn't give him a god iPad. Let's see. Ryan said Ben 10 is lame compared to Ben 10,000. True. Emot said he could erase existence itself. There's no evidence to support that. He said Alien X doesn't stand a chance against Zeno, bro. Now I think it's a basis of speed. It depends on who acts first. Nani said, is it pure beautify? No. Um, Beth's YouTube username is Tiger Chick 2000. I just checked a YouTube thing. Beth sent me a text message where she was like, "My YouTube channel name is Tiger Chick 2000," so I was able to double check. But yeah, my girlfriend is Tiger Chick 2000. Emot said, "No one does." Then Cowboy said, "Tiger Chick 2000." Thank you, Cowboy. Then Nani said, "I thought you meant with you." No, she popped into the live chat. Nani said, "Meet Beth on where and when." So Beth is interested in doing a Meet Beth live stream this Saturday. This Saturday, I have a date with Beth where we're gonna hang out on campus at UAH. So I imagine we'll probably do a stream in the CU at some point. The Charger Union, I think, closes at like 7 now, so it would have to be sometime before 7 p.m. on Saturday. I can't on if we like remember to do it. So yeah, Emot said, "You don't understand. Zeno is the god." And then Nani's like, "Zeno isn't the god." Delusional Andy. I do think it's a thing where Zeno is not like a god. They don't. No one even calls him a god. There are beings that are already gods. He's kind of just his own thing. Kel said, "Doesn't mean he can't lose to Alien X." True. Emot said, "Nani, explain." He said, "Kells, Alien X couldn't harm Zeno nor erase him." Zeno has no durability feats. What the fuck? I think future Zeno can exist in the void without the timeline. Because I think when he erases the timeline, he's just floating there. And then Goku takes the time machine back to the wiped timeline, and then they Yaga future Zeno. Excuse me, they take him with them. That's his best durability feat, is when he erases a timeline, he doesn't erase himself. But he can just choose not to. It shows that he can exist without a timeline. Ooh. Alien X could just be like, he's not a thing anymore. He could just think that. And Zeno just wouldn't be a thing anymore. Let's see. Then Ryan said, "Why not?" Emot said, "And didn't Zeno create the universes?" No one said that. No one, stop lying. This is just straight like no, like I don't think anyone has ever said ever that Zeno created the universes. I don't think that's canon. That's really weird. Let's see. Kel said Zeno is the god. Well, Zeno's the Omni King. I don't think they ever call Zeno the god. And then Kel said doesn't. And then Kel said doesn't mean he can't lose. Nani said Zeno isn't untouchable. Yeah, I don't think there's any evidence to prove that. Zeno has guards. In case niggas are forgetting, Zeno has like security. I don't think he's that strong. Then Emot said, Kel, Zeno is indestructible. Proof. Give me that proof. Then Emot said, proof. Then Emot said, Zeno could tie Alien X up and slap him with his dick. Dick. And then he said, I'm playing. You must be. You must be playing. Then Kel said, I forgot about the Chronosapien time bomb. I did too. Nani said, were you having the Meet Beth? Where am I having the Meet Beth stream? The Meet Beth stream, like I said, will probably be this Saturday, sometime before 7 p.m. At UAH campus and like Charger Union. It'd be a live stream. That'd be like a Q&A, and you guys can like ask Beth questions and like get to know her better. That is if we do it. Beth has shown interest in doing it, um, but I do think it's also possible that me and Beth could just go on a nice date and just not really think about it and then probably forget. So no promises, but yeah. Ryan said Jet would never date Tiger Chick 1999. Is that like our real account? Kel said, I feel Zeno wins more times than not, but Alien X does win sometimes. I do think since Zeno can erase timelines, he can probably goot the fuck out of Alien X, but it depends on how fast he does it. We know Alien X acts at the speed of like thought. Zeno, when he erased that timeline, he like puts his hands out and he's like, I'm gonna wipe away the world, and it just felt slow, felt slower than I thought. I feel like Alien X could think about it before Zeno could move. I just think Alien X being able to do things by thinking lets him just outspeed Zeno. So if anything, I think Alien X probably gets it more times than not if Alien X can do it by thinking, but Zeno is like, my hands, I'm doing a thing, I'm doing the thing. That takes too long. Alien X can just think it. Let's see. Nani said, whose man is this? Cowboy said Lucifer can beat him. You think Satan can beat Alien X? Why? Emot said Zeno doesn't have guards. He has servants. And then Nani said, now you're just trolling. Emot said Zeno can exist without existence. He says Zenos is Jesus' father. That is trolling. That's hard troll. Ryan said, but Jesus is not a god. Ooh. My stomach's making all kinds of noises. That's because I had that good grapefruit juice, my guy. Grapefruit juice life. They put fucking sugar in it. Nani said next subject, Alien X versus Green Lantern. Who would win? So I need some evidence that Green Lantern can travel back in time with his shit. I don't think that means he wins, but it definitely changes my opinion. Okay, let's go. Um, who would win on Reddit? Going to that? No, 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 no. I'm not going to who would win. That's stupid. Respect thread. Yeah. So I'm going to respect threads on Reddit, and then I'm going to search respect threads for specifically Hal Jordan. So you're going to look up Hal Jordan on r/respect threads. Let's see, they have Respect Green Lantern Hal Jordan post crisis. I kind of want New 52 Rebirth Hal Jordan. Respect Superman New 52. Respect Cyborg Superman New 52. Respect niggas post crisis. Green Lantern Kyle Rayner New 52. Respect Red Death New 52. New 52. New 52. Maybe because I said Hal Jordan like fucks it up. Green Lantern New 52. That's what I want. Give me that latest. That latest and greatest. They're like, do you want Jessica Cruz respect thread? Nope. Kyle Rayner. Uh, hmm, the our best bet might be fucking post crisis Hal Jordan. Let's see. Um, let's see. Cowboy said Jesus could beat him. I don't know how to feel about that. Ryan said Green Lantern would win. Emot said I'm king, but Zeno can't be defeated. Nah, I disagree with that. Kel said, Jen, I just remembered you gotta check out the Fruit Fairy art I DM'd you on Amino. You right. Also, my phone vibrated. Give me one moment. Okay. IGN reviewed the Dark Phoenix movie. But don't worry, I'm about to pull up Amino right now. Let's see. Then Emot said, search up if Zeno is detectable. Detect, like if you can like sense his key. Alien X doesn't even do that shit. Like, why does that matter? Why is that? Then Nani said, Alien X looks cool. I might draw him. He said, I like his design and what he can do. Nani, I think it would be cool as fuck if you did a fan art thing of your boy as Alien X with those dreads, though. Let's see. Kel said, Nani, draw Alien X. And he said Green Lantern less than Alien X. Then Nani said Alien X versus UI Goku. I could draw. I just feel like Alien X would body the fuck out of UI Goku. Kel said that would be cool. Emot said search if he's destructible. I mean, I like watch the show and I read the manga. I just don't know what you're hoping for. Because nothing in what we've seen has indicated that he can't be destroyed, as far as I'm aware. Excuse me. Didn't mean to hit y'all with that burp. Oh, Cowboy said Rick Sanchez could beat Alien X. Now, I think Rick Sanchez would probably just fucking die. But he might have some hacks thing that I'm not aware of. I've like not read, nigga. I've watched some. Ooh, the Fruit Fairy art. Okay, I've watched. I think all of what's currently out of Rick and Morty. Does he have anything that's specifically like a don't get fucked by god level beings hacks? Also, one moment. Okay. Yo, there we go. The camera wasn't focusing. So here are Kel's Fruit Fairy images for his Fruit Fairy archetype. It's like a custom archetype that he's doing. Um, I don't see the wings on. It has bat wings. I'd fuck with that. I think that'd be a cool concept. And the pear one has butterfly wings. I honestly think out of these three, the pear is probably my favorite, followed by the apple. Though, if these are indeed bat wings and it's a blood orange, then this might actually be my favorite. So yeah, there we go. Let's see. Emot said Chuck Norris could beat Alien X. Maybe. Chuck Norris definitely has a lot of hacks. And then Nani said, maybe I can do that, Nick. He said, Nick, who you think can beat him then? Who do I think can beat Alien X? I think Zeno, if he was faster, could beat Alien X. I think Ben's strongest alien would probably be Omni Enhanced Accelerate with Toon Force. Ben once fought Zingo, who's like a living cartoon character, and Ben was electrocuted while fighting Zingo, and it gave Ben the ability to like use the powers of cartoon characters, like Looney Tune style cartoon characters, like shit like you can reach in your pocket and just pull out whatever the fuck you want kind of thing. He could do shit like that. And he could do it even while as an alien. So he like transformed into Heat Blast, and he was doing shit like summoning trains out of nothing and then just like smashing into Zingo with like huge ass trains. It's like a really crazy fight of two cartoony characters just doing a bunch of cartoon bullshit, just straight up a reality manipulation based battle. Omni Enhanced Accelerate can like move at near light speed, and near light speed is faster than thought. Like, the amount of time it takes you to think isn't as fast as the speed of light. So, accelerate faster than even Alien X could think if it's like Omni Enhanced Accelerate with Toon Force could do some weird Toon Force reality manipulation shit bullshit faster than Alien X could even act, let alone Zeno. So I think Omni Enhanced Accelerate with Toon Force, which is possible within like the reality of Ben 10, it could be Alien X. I think he'd dig the fuck out of him. Let's see. Nani said Chuck Norris is a Ningen. He is trash. Ryan then said one pump, one cream. Still don't know what that means. Nani said, lol, what the fuck, Kells? They're actually fruits. That's what he said. He said they'd be fruit with wings. Emot then said Zeno can teleport. When? When did he ever do that? Nani said, you're just saying random stuff now. Uh, are you saying that because of the button? The button that Goku has, where if you hit one side of the button, it teleports you to Zeno, and if you hit the other side of the button, Zeno teleports to you. Then Nani, oh, I already read that. Ryan said Benton activates Toon World. Then Nani said, who cares? Emot said, actually, your brain's neutrons are way faster than light, no joke. And then he said, the button. And then Nani said, who is that? How does he look? Accelerate? You're asking what Omni Enhanced Accelerate looks like? Then Kel said Jet. Now I gotta draw you with the Omnitrix Jet 10. Yo, I would love some Ben 10 fan art. I'm like a huge fan of Ben 10, lifelong fan. Real quick, I'm gonna type in Omni Enhanced Accelerate to send Nani a picture. Oh, I accidentally hit shopping. I'm not trying to buy it. Though, to be honest, I wouldn't mind. Yo, what the fuck? Walmart.com was like, you want Omni Enhanced Accelerate? That bitch is like $40. Why is it $40? Holy shit. I should have bought it. What? What? Is that really Walmart.com? What a niglet. Only two left. Buy it now for $40. Get the fuck out of here. When this was like on store shelves, you could buy Omni Enhanced Accelerate for like $10. It's literally multiplied in price by 4. Omni Enhanced Heat Blast is now $20. What the fuck? What the fuck? So I should have bought those toys. That's because now I'm just never gonna get them. Hard rip. Rip my whole life. Rip my whole career. Rip my whole ass. Um, let's see. Open image, a new tab. Send this over. Omni Enhanced XLR8. Here's an image link. There you go. So that's what Omni Enhanced Accelerate looks like. Him with like Toon Force, he would just beat Alien X. Let's see. So where are we at? Nani then said yes. Emot said, "Can we talk about weaker people now? What weaker people do you want to talk about? Like in a who would win?" Kel said, "It doesn't matter if he can teleport. Alien X could likely do it too. Alien X can do anything by thinking." Nani said, "Can you type the name?" I did. Omni Enhanced Accelerate, and like there's the image. Cowboy said, "What about Psyche Kuso? Psyche K is pretty strong." And then Nani said, "Oh, is it that green diamond thing?" And he said, "Then what is Toon Force?" Toon Force is just I'll send you a TV tropes thing, or I'll read a TV tropes thing. Do 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 do. Toon physics? Is that what I want? The TV tropes page for Toon Physics. Let's see. I don't necessarily think this is what I want. How about power listing wikia? I used to really fuck with that. Power listing wikia. So go to like the superpower wiki, then type in that bitch Toon Force. It should come up more likely than not. By the way, power listing wiki is a pretty good resource if you ever want to look up shit on superpowers. It's like a fan-based community. Fuck, they also just call it cartoon physics. Maybe I could have just stayed. Could just stayed on the other thing. But it's the ability to replace or reply. Oh fuck. The ability to replace or apply absurd laws to the universe. It's a variation of reality warping. The user gains the ability to rewrite the strict laws of physics in their universe to their convenience, and is allowed to overwrite the laws with more lenient and much more absurd physics. May also grant the user immortality, teleportation, dream manipulation, flight, creation, animation, and seemingly limitless strength. Some high-level users have dimensional travel, nigh omnipotence, or video game mechanics. Pretty much cartoon physics is just hacks. It's hacks as a power. The limitation section says essential limitations. User is limited to defying the laws of physics, cannot rewrite or manipulate universes themselves. Gravity still pulls down, even if it takes a really long time to do so. Non-lethal damage. Most users can't kill. The ability to emote is often sacrificed in return for the ability. Those specific restrictions aren't necessarily applied. Uh, but this is just powerlifting Wikia's definition of cartoon physics. The image that they show is of the mask, who definitely is like a good user of Toon Force. So I'm gonna type in this link if you guys want to learn more about Toon Force directly just from the page that I'm looking at. It's pretty good. Let's see. And Cowboy said in Ghost Freak, Psyche K versus Ghost Freak. Um, Psyche K is given like a really vague description of how powerful he is. I do think Ghost Freak probably gets the dick against Psyche K, to be honest. Let's see. Excuse me. What are Hal Jordan's best durability feats? Well, I don't even care about that. I just want to know if he can time travel. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So, ooh, time comes up multiple times in his thing. I notice it says ring can cause time dilation. This is an old ass comic book. And for a fraction of a nanosecond, an instant suspended between eternities of past and future, an assemblage of heroes in waiting stand together on the salt flats of northern Utah. These are the people I beat out for this job. I'd forgotten what kind of courage walked this earth. I think this is the guy who jumped on the vice president the moment the shots were heard. And then it has fucking like Dead Man. Is Green Lantern a fucking ghost in this? This time suspension stuff doesn't affect me. Dead Man isn't affected by time being suspended? What the fuck? That was just a more impressive panel for like Dead Man. But apparently Green Lantern can like suspend time and just freely move around in like suspended time. But he makes a weird Green Lantern construct ghost of himself to do it. And Dead Man's just like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you're doing. That's crazy. Damn, that's an insane feat for Dead Man. Let's see. Nani said, I fuck with Alien X now. I need to see it. Please, Nick. Oh, you need to see an Alien X picture? I got you. And then Cowboy said, how? And then Nani said, so Green Lantern is overpowered? I'm not entirely sure. If you guys want to know more about what Green Lantern is capable of, at least post Crisis Green Lantern, which isn't the same thing as current continuity Green Lantern necessarily, then I'll send you this respect thread. Okay, so here's a Green Lantern respect thread. It pretty much shows a bunch of Green Lantern's feats directly from the comics. Feel free to read through those. They have scans on each of the feats so that you can like click the links. And then Nani said, "No, I need to see the show." Oh yeah, you should watch Benton Omniverse. That's the best one. The current Benton show isn't bad. They're adding a lot of cool new stuff, but it's just not the same. I would say it's not as good. Kel said, "Jet, before I draw Jet 10, which Omnitrix do you want? Would you like your own custom one?" Hmm. This is a very important question, Kel. So I'm glad that you brought this to my attention. What Omnitrix would I want specifically? Um. Hmm. Hmm. If I could pick like any one, the Omnitrix from Alien Force was pretty slick. That bitch looked like a normal watch. But the one from Omniverse was also pretty slick and looked like a normal watch. But the one from Alien Force did straight up holograms, like full holograms of the niggas. But the one from Omniverse was like a hologram dial. The one from Omniverse also didn't have like a certain error that was in the previous Omnitrixes where you turn into aliens that you didn't want to turn into, and confirmed has the failsafe. But the one from Alien Force, I think maybe the one from Ultimate Alien had the AI. But there's a certain Omnitrix where he like talks to that bitch, at least in like one episode, and that really intrigued me. Um, though, but then you could also just have the bi Omnitrix system, and a bi Ultimatrix system would be really cool. But I don't fuck with the Ultimatrix that hard. Um, the Omni enhanced Omnitrix that Ben had in the new series is cool, but then I don't have access to my niggas. See, that's what I need to be thinking about. What Omnitrix has the main niggas that I want, but is also like the best Omnitrix. And I think that probably goes to ding 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 the Omniverse Omnitrix. I want the Omnitrix specifically from Benton Omniverse. That is the Omnitrix of which I want. That one is the best one that I have seen. Um, Sadly, I won't be able to have my nigga Shock Rock though. But that'll get me everybody else that I want, just not Shock Rock. Hard cucks, but we make these sacrifices. Emot said, "I got it. The Super Dragon could end Alien X." So, the Super Dragon Ball's dragon can grant other people wishes. That's like saying a genie could beat Alien X. Like, maybe, but we don't know if it can just do whatever it wants just on its own. Like, I don't think the Super Dragon can grant its own wishes. You know what I mean? So, I don't think so. So then, Cowboy sent a link to the Psyche K fandom wiki. You'd do better just sending a respect thread. Respect threads are just better. Like the respect thread I sent for like Green Lantern. They're like, people go, this character can do this, and then here's the proof. You can literally just click on shit and you just see the evidence. So, that's probably what you'd want. Kel said you could make your own Omnitrix with all the niggas you want. That's true. I guess if I could have any Omnitrix I wanted, not choosing one directly from the show, I guess I wouldn't mind having a jury rigged one. Because Kevin 11 in the current Benton show, he just made his own watch. He had a dream where he saw like the schematics of the Omnitrix, and then he went in his garage and he built one, like using Earth parts with the Omnitrix schematics, and then he made it better. Like he put his own improvements on it. He like made his own spin. Could you, I guess, draw me with an Omnitrix that looks like I made it out of like shit on Earth. Like it looks like I tried to take shit from my garage and put it together into an Omnitrix. Because apparently you can just do that. So I think if I like was to literally make my own Omnitrix, I think it would be similar to what Kevin did. Kevin's like an 11-year-old kid who doesn't have like a college education. I'm fucking 22 years old and I'm like a college graduate. Send those Omnitrix schematics to a nigga's brain. I got you. I can go in the garage. I can make something. I'm down. If Kevin could do it, I could do it. Emont said, they even said it. The Super Dragon Balls could do anything. But that doesn't mean that the dragon itself, because you're like the dragon specifically versus Alien X. The dragon seems to be able to grant other people's wishes. I don't think the dragon necessarily grants its own wishes. Emot said they said it could perform absolutely any task, but that's when you ask it. Genies also seem like they can do anything, but only if you wish for it. Then Emot said, does Alien X know everything? Alien X does not know everything. Then Cowboy said all his powers, respect threads, are just better. All you gotta do is go to Reddit, go to Who Would Win Wikia, then type in Psyche K, then go to the URL, then you can copy it. Then you can be like Psyche K respect thread, and then paste it, and then oh shit, look, it's the respect thread. It's just in the chat now. Wow, it's like you can just do that. Like it's really easy. Let's see. Kel said, "Do you want any specific design features?" Um, I would like the display to be like a hologram. That was the coolest display, and I feel like it was really weird when they got rid of that. But I love the concept of when you dial through the aliens, you see a full body image of the alien as a hologram. Little kid Ben would always look at the fucking silhouettes of the aliens and be like, I think I'm turning into the right nigga. When you see the full hologram, how would you not know? It's like a 3D hologram of the alien. That was great. So I'd want it to like be able to project like a 3D hologram. Um, I would want it to look very similar to a normal watch. That's what makes the Alien Force one and the Omniverse one so cool, because no one would come up to you and be like, yo, like, what the fuck is that on your wrist? It just looks like a normal wristwatch. I think that's part of like what makes it so dope, is that it's like so inconspicuous. You could just kind of walk around with it and like no one would think anything of it. I thought it was ridiculous that like in the original series of Ben 10 that no one was like, "Yo." I mean, people would say that's a weird watch, but no one would be like, "That's like an obtuse fucking stupid ass watch everywhere you went." You know what I mean? So I think that matters. So holographic display looks relatively normal. I still want it to like feature the Omnitrix hourglass or whatever. That's like a staple. Um, but I don't want it to be like big as fuck. I want it to look kind of like something that you could just put on your wrist. Um, what's another design feature? My favorite colors are like red, black, and white. So if it could look red, black, and white instead of being like black, green, and gray, which is the normal color palette, I think I definitely would prefer that. With most of it looking black and white, and then maybe like the hourglass looking red. I think that would be kind of dope. Um, and if it can look like it's made out of like random shit that like I found in the garage, I think those are like my only design things. So like is relatively small so that it looks kind of like a normal watch that could fit on your wrist. Uh, white, red, and black color scheme. Looks like it's made out of shit that like I found in the garage and just kind of put together, with the classic hourglass like symbol on the front. And when you look at aliens, it does the like 3D holographic display of the alien. And then if it had an I guess, like if I could talk to it, I think that would be dope. That would be like the dream components for the Omnitrix. And I don't really even care. Like I have like a very small list of aliens that I actually like would really want. Clockwork, I would definitely want. Shock Rock, Gray Matter, Upgrade, Ghost Freak. I feel like that's like my top five. Let's see. So Cowboy then said SK. Emot said then Alien X won't see the wish coming. Done. And then Emot said it's not a genie. But I feel like the dragon is a very similar concept to a genie. It like grants wishes. That doesn't necessarily mean it does that stuff on its own. Cowboy then said bye. Gotta go. Catch you later, Cowboy. Thank you for tuning in. Ooh, catch you later. Boop, 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 peace. Let's see. And then Kel said, okay, I got a design in mind. Oh, ballin'. Oops. I am excited. But yeah, those are the five aliens that I would like want in the Omnitrix. And then Kel said also, Jet, it's the Omnitrix. You have all the niggas. I know, but if I like had to pick a lineup, I've thought about it. Also, yo, is Sam here on the Amino? Where's the? It's not letting me see the full Amino message. And then Emot said similar but not. So Sam said, yo, Jet, what was that Power Ranger D&D thing? Oh, I got you. I'll send that to him. So let's see. Kel said, if I'm feeling spicy, I'll draw you as Alien X. Ooh, I'd appreciate it. I think that'd be like hella ballin'. Ballin'. So let's see. So Henshin Power Rangers style RPG. So I'll send that to Sam, and I'll also just send that to you guys, just in case you guys want to play it. That's not a game that I made. That's just a game that already exists. But it's a Power Ranger style RPG that you can play for free. You can get like the basic rules on their website as a PDF for free. So I'd highly recommend that if anybody's interested. Someone said something in the Let's Chat. Uh, so let's see. Someone said, "Hi guys, I have a pic of a EXE I made," but then he didn't post it. But how am I supposed to see it? Maybe he did post it. Let me get out of these chat messages. Doesn't let me see the full window. Nobody's posted shit since the last time Kells posted. 5 days ago. Yeah, no one's posted anything in like 5 days. So I don't know what the EXE picture was. Let's see. Emot said, I'm going to find new real life elements and create something great. I'll show you. New real life element. What does that mean? Kells then said, if you could have the DNA of any race in fiction, what would it be? Saiyan, Kryptonian, cockroach. Then Emot said, I'll mix them until I find something that perfectly alters my DNA. So if I could have the DNA of any race in fiction, what would I want? Hmm. I don't know of anything off the top of my head. I know that a basilisk in fiction could kill you just by looking at you. But that's only if I just want to like kill niggas. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I'd really want to be a basilisk. A lot of people would be like dragon, because dragons are really cool, and I don't really care. Genies are powerful, but again, it's a thing where it's like you do what it like you can grant other people's wishes. It doesn't mean that you have like a certain amount of power, which is kind of lame. Um, I don't care about leprechauns. Fairies are a thing. I have a fairy encyclopedia upstairs. That'd be interesting. Um, any fictional DNA, like celestial sapiens, can do anything more or less. Um, but they have the drawback of like the multi-mind, like multiplicity bullshit. Um, so something simpler than that. Majans have the transfiguration beam, the ability to turn anything into anything else, and they can kind of just use that however they want. Um, Piccolo could make clothes. Well, it wasn't just clothes. He had a materialization beam. He could just kind of make whatever he like thought about by shooting energy out of his fingers. I'm curious what the limits of the materialization beam are, and if there are any. But if there aren't any, then being like a Namekian doesn't sound too weird. They don't have dicks. Maybe like a Kai. I think the Kais are listed as also having the materialization beam in the special attack dictionary, which I will now check. The special attack dictionary is a thing from the Daizenshu 7, which is an official Dragon Ball Z guidebook. Let's see, Emot said elements from other planets. Then Cowboy said back. Welcome back, Cowboy. Kel said Jet. You would give the aliens dumb names. If you didn't know Alien X, you'd call him Space Nigga. I don't think I'd call him Space Nigga. Um, let's see. If I had Alien X and he literally could do anything that I like thought, um, he looks like the universe and he can do anything that I think of. Imagine would be a really like simple ass name. Maybe I call him Imagine, like just straight up. That's just like the whole name. So instead of calling him Alien X, it's just Imagine, and that's what I tell people while I was Alien X. Like if anybody asked me, like, who are you? It'd be like Imagine. Damn, it's a, it got me when I used it in an example because I was thinking to myself, if someone asked you your name and you told them to imagine, um, it's it kind of throws them. I guess they would just make up a name for you, and then it wouldn't come across the way that you think. So if every time someone asked you like, "What's your name?" you said imagine, they might just make some shit up. They just might imagine a name. Emont said, "Do you think it's possible for Saiyans to be real somewhere out there?" Um, I don't personally think so, only because of how weird Saiyans are. Um, they like turn into like massive gorilla things when the full moon hits. Like they turn into like full on kaiju's. Um, well, it depends. It depends. There are indications that maybe the laws of physics aren't consistent everywhere. And if that's true, then I think if you went far enough away, where the laws of physics, the way they are here, don't apply, then maybe, because I just feel like they violate a lot of the stuff that we know about how the world works. But there's no real evidence that the laws of physics do necessarily change the farther away you get from Earth. Like I've looked at multiple different research papers where one guy was like, "Yeah, the farther you get away from Earth, the more that like the laws of physics change." And then there was another research paper that was like, "Fuck you, that's not true." And then there was another research paper that was like, "We like gave the information to an AI and we asked it like, is it true that the farther away you get from here, the crazier the laws of physics get?" And the AI was like, yes and no. And it's like, what? So I don't really know. But if it's true that in different directions in space, the laws of the universe change, if that's the case, then yeah, I think Goku could exist somewhere. Like, well, not Goku necessarily, but like Saiyans. I just think the laws of the universe as we know them, Goku just doesn't work. But if you go far enough away and like physics is just different, then like maybe. I don't know. Uh and then Kel said probably not, but it would be cool. And then Emont said DNA can do anything. Then Kel said, so Jet, would you want Supreme Kai DNA? Real quick, I gotta double check who has materialization beam. Excuse me, sorry, it's called materialization sorcery. So Akuman, Kaio, Deborah, Piccolo, and Elder Kaioshin all had it. Deborah has materialization sorcery, which is an art where they materialize an object they picture by thinking hard. The form of this technique that Piccolo and Kaio use could be called less a form of magic and more a unique ability that they are endowed with. Um, yeah, probably a Kai. Because if everybody else is using it as like magic, but they're like it's natural to me, then I'd rather just be a Kai. Like if it's just like this is just a natural ability I just have versus I have to like do a certain magic thing, then I'd rather just get it. So I mean, would I want to be a Kai? There are advantages to being a Namekian, but I kind of want to still have a dick. If it's a fusion, I may not lose my dick. Namekians? Because you just get regeneration and you get materialization sorcery. Unless it's specifically because he's Piccolo and not because he's a Namekian. If it's not because he's a Namekian, then maybe the Kai, but maybe the Kai only has it because he's the fucking Elder Kaioshin and not all Kais have it. I don't fucking know. I want a power, but I don't know if it's a power that I'll just get. With can I pick a specific character? Can I be like Piccolo's DNA specifically? I want to be if you take Piccolo's DNA and give me Piccolo's DNA. Then Emot said, universe is infinite, so I also believe the universe is infinite. And I do think that if the odds of a planet existing that's exactly like Earth from like Dragon Ball are greater than infinitesimally small. Like if it's not something that's like less than one of an inch and like a chance of like infinite occurrences or whatever, that like it exists somewhere or has existed or will exist somewhere, but I just don't think it's necessarily possible. I feel like that's the line that I draw. Like I do believe that the universe is infinite, so I do believe that if it's like not infinitesimally small odds for something to exist, that it must exist somewhere or have existed somewhere or will exist somewhere. But it has to be possible. It has to be like not something that's infinitesimally small. So I don't know. Kel said, if it's not obvious, I'm going to draw you as an alien of your choosing. Oh, interesting. So, is it just design wise what alien I'd want to be? So, not based on the power, but just like what alien looks the coolest? Like that I'd like want to like have the appearance of? Because that's a totally different question, in my opinion. I think there are niggas who look cool who I necessarily wouldn't want to be. Um, what alien or like fictional character do I think looks the coolest? Blue Beetle, I really like his design. I really fuck with like his costume. I they're called they're not called the Kree. They're called the Reach. So like the way the Reach look is like pretty cool. Um who else looks really dope? I think Blue Beetle is one of my favorite designed characters. He just looks sharp as fuck. Common Rider has like a very similar design, so maybe just like a reach kind of thing. Like that'd be cool. Emot said, "Imagine teleporting on a Saiyan planet. Just imagine seeing real Saiyans. Saiyans just look like people with tails. Like I don't think if I teleported to a Saiyan planet, I'd be like, whoa, oh shit, everybody has monkey tail. Oh, I'd be like, oh shit, everybody has monkey. Okay, you know what I mean? It's just a thing. Nani said another For Honor with Nick and Beth. Kel said, what alien would you like to transform into? Then Ema said, I'm out, peace. Then Kel said, bye, Ema. And then Ema said, see ya. Catch you later, Ema. I hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you for tuning in. I think visually, it would be really cool. The issue with the Reach is that they all look alike, though. Well, that's not true. That actually was kind of racist to be like all the Reach look the same. But like the Blue Beetle style aliens, I love their designs, but I feel like if you drew me as like a Reach, I guess I'd have trouble recognizing whether or not it was me, because they all look like they're wearing like armored suits. So I guess it depends. But I think Blue Beetle's design is like some of the freshest shit. And then Kel said the Reach look hecka nice. I think so too. This like one of my favorite character designs is like Blue Beetle. I really fuck with it. So probably like visually, I'd really fuck with like Blue Beetle as like a character design. I think that'd be dope. My favorite superhero is Red Tornado, but that's yeah, no, it's still Red Tornado. I tried to think about that for a little bit to see if I was wrong, but no, I really fuck with that. New 52 Firestorm is also pretty cool. I really like him. New 52 Captain Atom was pretty cool. I like a lot of like atomic characters. Characters who can straight up just be like, I reorganize like the atoms of stuff and I can just kind of like do whatever I want with reality to a certain extent by messing with like atomic structure. I think that's like really cool. So I really vibe with characters like that. But I also really like um, characters who are so strong their main villain is really just them from the future or like evil them or they're so powerful they have to like fight like the whole planet. Like shit like that can be really interesting. But yeah, Kel said, I can try to draw you as a Reach. I'll just give you like an energy beard and dreads. That's a cool idea. I like that. Nani said, who died? People die all the time. It's sad to say. Let's see. What's in my subscription feed for today? Did any new videos drop? Jeremy Johns, 2 hours ago, reviewed the Dark Phoenix movie. So did Beyond the Trailer. Those are two YouTubers. Looks like there are multiple wrestling YouTube videos up um, from WWE 205, which is like the type of wrestling that's closer to like lucha libre. So a lot of people like jumping around, doing flips, bouncing off of ropes and shit. Like if you like the type of fighting style that Spider-Man has in Spider-Man PS4, a lot of his moves are based on like lucha libre shit. If you like that, WWE 205 is like more or less that kind of fighting. So I see a couple videos from WWE 205 got uploaded like of matches. So you guys want to like see some fights. Those videos are always really short. Like one of them's like 2 minutes and 50 seconds. The other one's like 3 minutes. It's worth your time if that was sounded cool at all. Let's see. Student One. He's a rapper that I haven't listened to in a hot minute. He apparently did a live set at Soundset 2019. It's a 2 minute 40-second video. I wouldn't mind checking that out. It's been a minute since I've listened to anything Student One, so listening to him live might be cool. Kelly said the Reach don't really have energy bits, so I can give your helmet a beard thing and dreads, if that makes sense. He said your alien name could be Red Beetle. Red is one of my favorite colors. I think it would be interesting if it was like a Blue Beetle kind of setup, and he had like red eyes, but I would like it if most of his suit was white with like black being the secondary color. But then if you had like a stealth mode, it would be the reverse. So it would be black with like white as a secondary color. But like the eyes are red always to like maintain that. I think that would be kind of cool. The concept of the dreads and beard being a part of the helmet, I kind of understand. Because you're right. Blue Beetle doesn't necessarily have a lot of energy bits. I think Blue Beetle has like an energy sword thing. Excuse me, that he could do. I'm trying to mentally figure out which I would prefer. Would I prefer energy beard and dreads, or would I prefer it being a part of the helmet? Yeah, because I know he has like an energy cannon thing on his hand that he'll shoot sometimes. But does he not have an energy blade? Could have sworn he could do that. But now I am totally unawares. Let's see. Then Nani said S plus. What would my Blue Beetle name be if I like transformed into Blue Beetle? Well, transformed into a Reach specifically. Probably Armoron. That's just a name that I've been sitting on for a while. I used to use that name for a nickname for one of my energy manipulation things. Back when I was like on the Teen Oracles. It's like a weird psychic crime fighting group thing that I used to do when I was like a teenager. Um, Armoron. I just like that name. If I ever had like a cool power suit, I think I would just go by Armoron. So yeah. Dunk, 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 dunk. What is going on with DC Comics in the news? Oh, I talked to Beth earlier today about like why I like Dragon Ball, because she talked about how like I might check out Dragon Ball, and I was like, you don't have to check it out if you're only trying to check it out because I'm into it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want you to feel like because I'm into something that you have to also be into it if you actually don't vibe with it. And then she's like, I want to check it out to figure out why you like it. And I'm like, oh, well, I can just tell you that right now. I'm like, the reason why I like Dragon Ball is because there's just a big community behind it. I like the hype and like speculation. And I like that people will do like what if videos and like theory videos and it, what if Topo won the tournament of power, like shit like that. I think that's interesting. So I really like the hype that gets built around like what's gonna happen next in Dragon Ball and the speculation of like how do you think the next like manga chapter is gonna be, or how would things have been if certain things went differently. That's what I like about Dragon Ball. I like that like active fan base community. Let's see. Kel said, "Oh, that's cool. Armor on, because it sounds like you're saying armor on. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going for with that." Then Nani said, "Wow, make her watch it." I mean, I wouldn't like make her watch Dragon Ball, but if she does want to check it out, I'd probably want her to watch, I guess Dragon Ball Kai, and maybe only watch like up to when Frieza gets beat, because that's the best part. And then in Dragon Ball Super, I guess I could have her watch like the Frieza movie, uh, and Battle of the Gods, of course, and then the Universe 6 arc, and then Goku Black arc, and then just be like, that was it. There's more, but it doesn't really matter. Those are just the best parts. Don said, "What's poppin', homie? Yo, Don, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on this stream?" Kel said, "What powers do the Reach have?" The Reach I'm about to butcher it. Hold on. There's just an easy way to answer it without fucking up. So I got you. About to pull up Blue Beetle's respect thread. Hashtag respect thread. Hey. Ooh, Reddit giving me those quickie respect threads. So, where are those powers at, homie? It just kind of shows a bunch of random shit. Kind of was hoping for a power list on this respect thread. Oh, hey, look. It's a respect thread specifically for the new 52 version. That's what I want. Oh, but it doesn't list his specific powers. It just lists shit that he can do. Fair enough. It's better than nothing. It's more or less like a power suit that's has its a mind of its own. Um, blah 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 blah. About to just send you the respect thread, and that's really what Blue Beetle can do. That's not necessarily what all the Reach can do. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. Nani said, "Why not determine a power?" I think if Beth really got into it, she would just probably watch all of it. The tournament of power, it happened. The most hype thing that happened in the tournament of power was Ultra Instinct Omen Goku versus Kefla. And then the second most hype thing was like most of Universe 7 versus Ani Raza or whatever. That was a really good ass fight. Um in the manga, neither of those things happen. The manga just goes, those events didn't really matter. And I'm like, oh, cool. That was the only thing I really fucked with in the Tournament of Power. Um, though in the manga, you do get to see Gohan beat Kefla. I was like, damn, why is Gohan so strong? But like outside of that, I didn't really give a fuck. Just being honest. Kevin said, if one can marry a robot that can think for itself, would it be considered cheating if someone did the D D-do D-do sex with a human? So if you married a robot, I mean, yeah, if you have sex with someone who's not your wife or husband, that's cheating. Depending on the depending on the relationship, I guess. Some people have like open marriages and like shit like that. But in the normal context of like an exclusive relationship, fucking anyone who's not your husband or wife is cheating. So yeah, yeah. Nani said you're fun at parties. Then Lowell popped in. Yo, Lowell, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? Do you have any discussion topics you like to talk about? Also, if you are eating poop, you probably will want to brush that teeth. Brush those teeth. Then Kel said, "Ultimate armor on, ultimate blue beetle." I think that'd be really interesting. Maybe ultimate armor on. The armor adapts by creating like energy weapons and shit. Dun 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 dun. Hey, where's a pillow? Here's this Hulk pillow. It's time to get comfortable as fuck. Then Nani said, "Are you eating yourself?" Dun, 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 dun. And then Nani said, "What anime does Beth like?" Beth likes some of those Spirited Away type of films, like Studio Ghibli films. So she likes Howl's Moving Castle and like Spirited Away. She wants to get into Inuyasha, but she's only seen like the first 3 episodes, but she thinks she'll really like it. My mom loves Inuyasha. She's collected like all of it. So Beth wants to watch Inuyasha with my mom at some point. Um, she likes Ruby, and she's watched a good amount of Ruby. I don't really fuck with Ruby that hard, but she like really enjoys it. We both agree that Volume 3 is the best volume, though. I'd watch that with her. I'd like sit through like Volume 3. Um, Other than that, she like sells at work, but I haven't personally seen Cells at Work. I've heard it's good. Um, so Cells at Work, Inuyasha, Ruby, if you even count Ruby as anime, it's very debatable. Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, stuff like that. That's like where her like interests lie when it comes to anime stuff. So she's not like super duper into anime. Nani said, "Tell her to watch Yu Yu, Seven Deadly Sins. Mom likes Seven Deadly Sins. She may or may not like it. I couldn't get into it personally. Yu Yu Hakusho is really fucking good. At least the Dark Tournament arc. Watched all that. That was really good. Even the Chapter Black arc is like pretty good. Not as good as the Dark Tournament arc. Holy fuck, that was so good. Hunter Hunter. If she got into that, me and Beth earlier today were talking about how we want to find that one common interest. Because right now, me and Beth do have common interest, but even though we like similar things, we like them for different reasons. Me and Beth both like Cookout as a restaurant. We both like Cookout because it's cheap, but Beth likes Cookout for their chili. I like Cookout for like their shakes. Their shakes are like the fucking bomb. Um, Beth is into shakes only as far as like getting like a vanilla malt or like a vanilla shake. Where I like crazy combinations of flavors. Like my shakes are just fucking insane. Um, Beth likes anime, but she doesn't watch the kind of anime that I like, and like vice versa. Um, we both like Princess Mononoke though. It just seems like a lot of the things that me and Beth both like, we like for different reasons. So we never vibe with the same thing in the exact same way. And we were talking about how like eventually we should find something that we both vibe with and we like it for the same reason. Because right now we don't have a default thing. We don't have like one thing that we both really fuck with in like the same manner. But I think once we find that, it'll be really cool. We have a lot of deep talks, me and Beth, where we'll talk about like each other's lives or like what we're currently going through. We'll talk about like our friends. We'll talk about like our thoughts on the future, our aspirations for like future careers and like shit like that. Um, and we'll like joke around. We'll like make jokes that's like observational comedy and like stuff like that. And we're really comfortable around each other and we like spending time with each other. And we have similar interests, but we don't have that true shared common interest. I think that true shared common interest would take us to like that next level, but we're just not there yet. We just haven't found it. But if we could find it in like a really good show, I think that'd be kind of cool. So maybe. Well, we'll see. Kel said, I'm going to go. I'm really interested in the blue beetle and the reach in general. I'm going to go do some research. Bye bye. We'll catch you later, Kel. Thank you for tuning in. Always good to have you. Hope to see you next time. Kevin said, Dee Doo was a robot joke. Since robots make weird sounds, so it's like boop boop beep, boop boop beep boop boop. Uh, but if the robot can speak for themselves, I think maybe speaking English in any language for that matter shouldn't. Then Nani said, "What if Ryan is a part of your research? Is Ryan Blue Beetle?" And then Kevin said, "Speaking English and any language for that matter shouldn't be an issue." Is like what he was trying to say. I mean that's understandable. Um, I think this is an interesting concept to give a name to robot sex. That's essentially just sounds. Then Kel said, real quick, image of fusion of Armoron and feedback. I do think that'd be cool. Feedback actually may be one of the only Ben 10 aliens that looks like it has dreads. I don't even think I can imagine other aliens that have dreads that Benton has. But I think Feedback more or less just has dreads. That's kind of cool. I like the concept of like a Blue Beetle armor style character with like feedback like energy tendrils. Feedback is a cool alien. He was able to hold like a big bang in his hand. That's really impressive. Um, let's see. Well, you said my Omnitrix has all the aliens. I was about to say like Omni Enhance Accelerate is really good. Kevin says, I just hope if AI robots are around in my lifetime, my balls aren't crashed. Also, if I find a life to be very interesting, also have AI friend and AI lover would be pretty cool, in theory at least. So I've shared this with you guys before. I still have the sponsorship with EmoShape and the hardware that they've provided to me in order to make like a game demo. And it seems like we are at the point where software can emulate having human emotions and you can do really interesting things with it. I haven't worked on that demo in a hot minute, but I've been practicing a lot of programming concepts. And I feel like if I played around with that demo a little bit more, I could probably make like some pretty cool stuff that you'd vibe with. I already have like an AI thing where you can be like a DM and you can put it in like D&D style scenarios and it just experiences that as if it's like its reality. It's like pretty dope. Let's see. Kel said, last thing, would you give your Omnitrix a special name? And then he's like, Neotrix question mark. Um, so let's say I had the Omnitrix and I never met Azimuth or like any alien that told me the name of it. Oh, wait a minute. We already talked about it. We talked about how if it's Kevin 11 style, where the schematics come directly to my brain, but I don't like instead of finding a watch, it's like I get the schematics like in a dream, like how Kevin 11 did it, and then I went in my garage and I just made it. So Epiphany is a weird name for a watch. Epiphany, genius, but genius not as in like oh like a genius. They used to refer to genius as like sudden inspiration. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily mean that like you're a genius, but you're referring to that inspiration as being genius. So epiphany or like genius or like uh inspiration is too long. Inspire is too long. Um if the name had to do with like transformation specifically, the molder sounds fucking stupid. It has to do with like DNA. Splicer? Maybe the splicer. Splicer? That's pretty simple. Yeah, maybe maybe the splicer. It's just pretty much what it is. Yeah. It's just a very functional name. Nani said the Nickatrix. Kevin said if I had to guess, people would try to outcast robot AI life altogether, and relationships with humans and AI would be like, fuck no. Robot lives matter, just like humans, animals, and life on other planets. Oh shit, Kevin, you just brought up something really important. Beth earlier today asked me, what are some causes that you're like really serious about? And I didn't tell Beth that I really fuck with AI rights. Because I do think AI at a certain point deserves to not be tortured. Like, once we're emulating for them to feel emotions, we shouldn't put them in games like Grand Theft Auto where you just kind of kill them on the street and shit like that. I think that's kind of wrong. So, Kevin, I really fuck with what you just said. And I think me resonating with what you said has made me remember that that's something that I think is really important and that I actually really care about. I probably should talk to Beth about that. Thank you. I just needed that reminder. I now have remembered the plot. Kel said the splicer sounds cool. By the way that I would say Armoron, Kels, this is how I'd spell Armoron, and then the splicer, this is how I'd spell splicer. Just to let you know. Let's see. Uh, Kevin said, "And life in our galaxy, and life in all galaxies altogether." And then Kevin said, "I agree, Jet. I think that would be an interesting deep talk topic for me and Beth to talk about that. Because I don't really know what her feelings on that are. Beth really cares for animals. She's like a big animal person. I don't know how she'd feel about like AI and like the concept of AI like emulating emotions and stuff like that. But that is something that I've vibed with pretty heavily, especially recently. It's actually one of the only reasons I care about Star Wars is the idea that like droid rights is like an issue in the Star Wars universe that just isn't getting fixed. I'd love it if a big part of that new Star Wars video game that's coming out is like a droid's rights issue. I think that'd be cool. Because I know that you get a little like pet droid sidekick in that game. Then Kel said, "Sorry, I don't English very good." "Oh, you're fine, Kels." And then Kel said, "Okay, I'm leaving now." Well, catch you later, Kels. Thank you for tuning in. It's always good to have you. Hope you have a wonderful night. Hope to see you on the next vlog. Let's see. A new issue of the Young Justice comic comes out today. A new issue of Shazam comes out today. Um, a new issue of Justice League comes out today. A new issue of Green Lantern comes out today, specifically the Green Lantern. A new issue of the Savage Avengers comes out today. So I might read like a good bit of comic books in the morning when I wake up, because it just seems like there's going to be a lot. Uh, so I need to read Justice League. May or may not read Green Lantern. I haven't been keeping up with it, so I probably just won't know what's going on. Uh, Young Justice, Shazam, and Savage Avengers. But especially Justice League, because what's happening in Justice League right now is really important. They're like in the sixth dimension, and they're like fighting their future selves, and Batman has like more or less betrayed everybody, and he's about to replace our universe with a universe where our future heroes are able to create their own universes and shit. It's just really insane. So I definitely need to read Justice League. Probably need to read Shazam and Young Justice because I've been keeping up with them. Green Lantern, it would be nice to read, but I'm just like behind on it. I haven't been reading it, so I'll just suddenly be reading the latest chapter. I don't know how to feel about that. Um, Savage Avengers. I haven't even read the first issue of, but issue 2 is coming out today. So I'll probably read issue 1 and issue 2 tomorrow. See if I like it. Maybe read issue 1 tomorrow, and if it's good, read issue 2. That kind of thing. I can see that. Um, there may or may not be an issue of Justice League Dark coming out tomorrow. If that's the case, then I'll look into it. Maybe. Maybe. Because I haven't been keeping up with Justice League Dark either. They have Wonder Woman leading the team. So, nothing against Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman as a character. I just think the way that she's written doesn't live up to her full potential. Like, I read like a whole DC Comics official encyclopedia on Wonder Woman, cover to cover. I was so engrossed in that book, I read it all in like one night. And I love Wonder Woman as a character. I just think the way she's written, she could be written better. So I think making her the leader of Justice League Dark was kind of weird. Because I'm like, I love it. I love it as a concept. I just don't think it's written to its full potential. Let's see. Kevin said, "What are your thoughts on Dark Phoenix that comes out this weekend?" I think it's the last X-Men movie where Fox had the rights too, because Marvel, aka Disney, uh, won the rights to X-Men. I think. So Disney does now own the rights to like X-Men, because they bought that from Fox. And yes, Dark Phoenix is like the last movie that was like Fox X-Men. We don't really know if Disney is going to continue it or not after this and New Mutants, because New Mutants is another Fox X-Men movie that was in the making before Disney bought them. So I don't know if it's gonna be Dark Phoenix, then like New Mutants, and then we don't really see any X-Men shit until like later, or if they're just gonna keep the Fox X-Men franchise alive and separate from like the MCU. Nani said, "So you can't hang with Matt anymore?" Well, Matt is just currently in Florida. He'll be back later. He'll be back like for the fall semester, and I should be able to hang out with him during the fall semester. By that time, I'll no longer be working for Millennium. I'll be working for Futures Command. So I'm curious how the transition from Millennium to Futures Command is going to be. Um, but hopefully soon I'll start working for Millennium, and then while I'm working for Millennium, I'll be able to get like my own apartment, and then I'll pretty much just be adulting at that point. I can set up like bill pay on my phone where it pays my bills. I can get like Walmart to like deliver my groceries so I don't have to go to the store all the fucking time. Um, and I can just be an adult. That's kind of like the next step. Then in my spare time, I can still do the stuff I normally do. So I can like write books. I can like do these YouTube videos. I love doing the YouTube videos. I can like play fighting games with my friends. I can work on like sentient AI projects because I am like a big fan of that and like where that technology is going. Um, I'm just finally at a point in my life where I'm like actually just an adult and I can actually just finally like live my life the way that it'll just probably continue going for like years. Kevin said, any pets in your future? Um, Beth wants to eventually like live together, which is understandable. Like that would be like a future thing, like way later. Um, Living on my own, probably no pets. I probably won't have any pets. Um, I have a dog at my mom's, Brownie. He's really cute. He's like still puppy size, even though he's been alive for like years. Um, really high energy. Still doesn't know not to like jump on people, so he'll definitely jump on you. Um, he's a nice dog. I'm not a huge pet guy, if I'll be real. Nothing against pets. It's just they just feel like more trouble than anything else. Understand the value of furniture and like carpets and shit, so they just kind of mess things up. I'm fine with having a pet because I know that Beth wants pets, and me and Beth have talked about it. If we were to like have pets, I'd want to have pets that are already house trained, that already know what to do in a house. Um, and I'd want like small pets. I don't want like big dogs or anything. I do think huskies are cool. Me and Beth have talked about that. I do think huskies are cool dogs. But at the same time, if it was like a husky or something, maybe like a toy husky, like if that's a thing, like if you can get them smaller, I would appreciate that. Um, but like small pets, and we've talked about how like two's probably our max, and that Beth wouldn't want like two dogs. Like if we had a dog, it'd only be like one dog. But if we had a cat, she wouldn't mind getting like two cats. And I'm like, if we were to get like a cat, same thing. Like it'd have to be like house trained, but I also probably wouldn't want it to have claws. She's like, I think it's inhumane to declaw a cat. And then I'm like, then I think we could compromise by just getting a cat that already doesn't have claws. Like if there's a cat and then like it's house trained and it's already been declawed, I'll sell it to you for more than like a normal cat. I'd be down. And then Nani said, "Why is it inhuman?" I don't know. So that's my thought process about it is that I'd understand it if cats like needed claws to survive, but it's like a defense mechanism. You know what I mean? And if the cat's just living in the house all day, Why does it need it? It's not like fighting niggas. It's not like we're gonna have the cat have to constantly defend itself. I mean, I guess cats use their claws to climb on stuff, but that's kind of what I want to avoid. I don't want them climbing on like the furniture or the walls or anything. That's kind of why I want them to not have the claws. So I don't know. I don't know what's inhumane about it. Earlier, Beth was talking about it, and she was like, "Well, you gotta. I wouldn't want to declaw the cat, not taking the cat's feelings into considerations." And I'm like, "But it can't talk. It can't tell us if it really wants it, and if it really needs it, and we can't have like a rational conversation with a cat." I don't understand. Um, and then Nani said, "It's not though." And then Nani said, "You want a cat?" So I personally, right, am a dog person. I'm not a big fan of cats. And I've been pretty adamant about the concept that like I don't think cats actually like people. You know what I mean? Um, but at the same time, I've met Beth's cats, and specifically a cat by the name of Sylvester, one of Beth's cats. I really fuck with. Sylvester just acts like a dog, and I like Sylvester. If we were to get a cat that just acted like a dog, was house trained, and was declawed, I'd be totally fine. And like a relatively like small cat. I don't want a big ass cat, but like a small cat that act like a dog, declawed. I'd be like, I'm totally fine with that. Seems like a cool idea. Not bad. Not bad at all. Beth said because she's big on like the cat thing, that she would take care of like a litter box and like stuff like that. Like she'd take care of like the cat related chores. I'm like, oh, so it would just be around and I wouldn't have to actually do anything? That's pretty cool. I fuck with that. Kevin said, I think cutting a dog's tail off is inhumane, but I don't think it's the same thing unless the cat feels pain. I imagine the same way that you can like sedate someone and then when they wake up you're like, I removed your teeth. It would be a similar thing to how you can like sedate a cat and remove the claws. Like, can they not sedate it, sleep, and then you remove the claws and the cat wakes up and just doesn't have claws? Like, I don't think it's a thing where, and I think cats feel pain. If you were to step on a cat's tail, that nigga would be mad as fuck. You know what I mean? But I think if you sedate the cat, I don't think removing the claws is that bad. It's not like it needs the claws. And it's more or less just to avoid having the cat mess up stuff in the house. That's my thing. I don't want the cat to like accidentally scratch a guest or to like scratch furniture or scratch a wall or to like scratch the floor. Especially and you're like renting it. I don't want to have to like pay extra rent because the cat's like fucking stuff up. You know what I mean? Let's see. Ask this. Do the scarabs just turn people into reaches, or are they different organizations? Reach and the scarabs are different. Like, I think the reach looks similar to the scarabs, but the scarabs seem to, like, take over people. I'm not the best person to ask about this. I read the entire New 52 run of Blue Beetle, but it's been a hot minute. Like, I don't remember everything, so I'm not entirely sure. I do know that if I had my DNA spliced with anything, I want it to be more to the effect of having a scarab, not to the effect of like just being a reach. So, I guess I should correct my previous statement and say I'd rather have like the scarab splice, not the reach splice, if that makes sense. Then Kel said, by that I mean, are they a different race? They might be a different race. If so, I go for the scarab. Nani said, oh yeah, does it feel pain? Nani said, I don't know if it hurts the cat, like to remove the claws. I don't think it's a thing where if the claws are removed from the cat, that it's like always hurting. I don't think it's a thing where the cat walks around and goes like ow, ow, like every time it takes a step or anything like that. I just think it just wouldn't have claws afterwards. I don't think it would be like forever in pain or anything weird like that. Nani said I did that to my dog and she felt the pain, so I didn't do it anymore. You mean step on the tail? Yeah, what? Of course not. That's like almost the equivalent of like just kicking someone in the ass. We have a tailbone in our body, you know what I mean? It's just the ass. Then Kevin said, but cats don't use those unless if they feel threatened and harmed. At least I thought. Cats use their claws to like climb on shit and to like scratch stuff. Let's see. And then Nani said true. Or if you take it a shower. What? Take what a shower? Then Kel said, okay, it makes sense. Then Nani said, no, her nails, not her tail. So you've stepped on a dog's nails before? That does seem like it would hurt. If you stepped on a person's nails, it would hurt. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think when you declaw a cat, right? And then Nani said, no, cut her nails. Um, True. I think when you cut an animal's nails, it does hurt. But I think for the declawing thing, it's more like a surgery. So it's like a thing where like they put the cat under, like they sedate it, the same way that you sedate a person for surgery. And then I think they like surgically remove the claws from the cat. And then the cat recovers, like it like wakes up and then it doesn't have claws. So it's not like it's like a wake and you like rip the claws out or anything. It's like it goes to like a vet, like it goes to like a medical professional for animals. And the vet removes the claws. People do it all the time. I don't think it's that weird. I don't know. Nani said, and when you take a cat a shower, it will scratch you. I had a cat before and I did it and it was going crazy. Why did you put the cat in a shower? And then Nani said, if the vet does it, then do it. Well, yeah. Like it I'm not saying we would declaw the cat. Like it's not like a thing where you sit down and you do it yourself. It's a doctor thing. You know what I mean? That just sounds ridiculous for us to try it. We wouldn't even know what to do. People go to school for that. Let them do it. Nani said to take it a shower. Why else? What? What? A lot of times, at least in my experience, when you bathe animals, you do it like outside or like in like the garage. I don't think I've ever seen someone bathe an animal indoors except like in a movie. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever seen someone trying to bathe an animal just like in real life, like indoors. Mm. I'm pretty ready to go to sleep. I think I'm like feeling hella comfortable. Nani says I do it indoors. Well, I'm probably gonna end the stream for now. Kevin said, so the cat can be clean? I thought cats lick themselves clean. Cats do lick themselves clean. That is what they do in nature. But I do think people give cats baths, though. I might be wrong. Nani said, don't start fapping. And then Nani said it had fleas. You can get anti-flea shampoo and just give it a bath. They like make stuff for that. Uh, but yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring that notification bell to be notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jetblack the one and only, logging out. Nani said that's what I use. He used that anti-flea shampoo. He was ready. And then Nani said, "Come on, Nick. You mean come on to bed? I go to sleep on the floor. I'm just gonna go to bed here. Talk to you guys later."